Now sports with Chris Dewar from the University of Illinois Sports Desk.
Starting with Rob Jeter's hire itself and extending to yesterday's reveal that both highly regarded Chad Boudreau and Chicago high school powerhouse architect Nick Irvin were both joining the Leatherneck coaching staff, Western Illinois men's basketball is experiencing a rare moment of positive spotlight across the land of Lincoln. It doesn't count in the win or loss column, obviously, but hope is indeed a good thing, maybe the best thing, which underscores just how important it was for WIU Athletic Director Danielle Supernaut to get this one, her first real red-letter hire in Macomb, right. And in a candid conversation with KHQA, I asked the Leatherneck Sports CEO if she felt pressure at the outset of the process.
Yes. I mean, yes. If I have to grade myself, I think I did pretty well. I give myself an A, but, yeah, I mean, I think every hire is an important hire, a men's basketball hire, crucial. I did really feel the pressure. And for me, it was about getting it right. And we had our challenges throughout the process, right, with COVID-19 and those sorts of things. But for me, I feel like we hit that one out of the park with Coach Jeter, and he's going to be a tremendous hire for our staff. But that was my first big hire in this role, and I really felt, for me, it was just making sure that we got the right person in here to do the job, and I feel like we did.
I really think that I've been able to establish some really good relationships, and obviously people are excited. And I've also leaned on some of those to kind of help get this thing jump started. But for me personally, it's flattering to see people that are excited. I think that raises the expectations that from the outside for this program. It's something that we definitely want to raise the bar with this program, and it's had success. Coach Mo's did a great job a few years back. I know the job that some of these other guys and the effort that they put into getting this thing going, and it was just, you could tell that they were grinding. I think with us being a veteran staff, hopefully we can kind of get over that hump and get it back to where it has been before in the past.
We did. We had a great group of candidates for the position. And for me, that position as a whole is so integrated into the community and, the fan base and every aspect of what we want to do with that program. And so, I felt like it wasn't just about X's and O's and can we win on the court? I mean, there were so many other factors that came into that hire. And I feel like Coach Jeter is going to come in and do a tremendous job. And it does. It feels good to get, to see some of the comments regarding the new hire and the excitement, right? The engagement. And so we're looking forward to the upcoming season. And he's, there's no doubt about it, he's hit the ground running already.
Indeed, we will have an extended conversation with Rob Jeter as part of our deeper dive going up at KHQA.com later this weekend. And also, Danielle Supernaut is the subject next Tuesday of our Tri-State Triumphs. Obviously, a great former Carthage Blue Girl and John Wood basketball player in her own right. Well, reinforcements are coming up front for the Quincy University men's basketball program on their front line, and they carry a Division I pedigree. DePaul sophomore Mick Sullivan, a 6'8" forward who played his high school ball at Marmion Academy in Aurora, Illinois, announced via social media today his transfer to QU. A non-scholarship player for the Blue Demons, Sullivan did see action in 7 games. In his high school career, he finished with 1,033 points, which ranks 6th all-time in his school's history. He was 3rd all-time in career rebounds and the #1 shot blocker of all time at his high school. Well, the McMurray shutter is yielding dividends for the Quincy University football program. On Thursday, Highlander defensive end and former Pleasant Hill star Grant Peebles announced via social media his decision to transfer to the Hawks. Peebles, who will be junior eligible immediately at QU, posted 47 total tackles, 6.5 stops for loss. He did have 3 deflections and 1 quarterback sack. Quincy University women's volleyball also in the acquisition process this week, tapping into a true Gem City pipeline to get valuable help on the back line at Libero. From Quincy High School to John Wood to now the Lady Hawks.
I'm super excited, and like you said, volleyball is my passion. I've been playing it for years, and to know that I get to continue on with it for even 2 more years makes me really excited, and I'm just very thankful for the opportunity. John Wood just completely changed me as an athlete, and Halford did an amazing job at finding the potential I had. So I'm just very thankful for John Wood and Halford and all my teammates that really built me up to the player I didn't know I could be. So I'm majoring in exercise science with going into physical therapy, and Quincy University is close to home. It has many friends that support the school very much. My dad went to QU, and I just know that it's an amazing school. So it had my major, it had my sport, and it was a perfect option for me.
Well, the established tradition of Carthage/Illini West football players taking their talents to Illinois College dates all the way back to Joey Dione in the mid-1990s. So IC boss Ray DeFrisco is no doubt delighted to continue the run on Hancock County. Today, it is unlikely enough wide receiver help from a Wing T school. But Isaac Schreck is a versatile enough athlete and a talent to make that fly.
Everything felt like a family and home there. I mean, like that's what their whole program built around. Is Coach DeFrisco's got like a family thing, and it's an acronym, and the school just felt like a good fit. Wide receiver right now is mostly what I've been learning or the playbook for. So
they tend to throw the ball a little more than you did at Illini West. Is that exciting?
Yeah, very.
From a standpoint of major, have you kind of thought about the architecture, what that looks like, what you want to be at the end of this process, and kind of how IC sets you up?
I'm going to go to school for history, and I'm hoping to either go on for like a PhD afterwards or do something with that.
Well, one of Northeast Missouri's brightest football stars has chosen his college path, but it doesn't involve the gridiron. Clark County's Trevor Shore is going the track and field route and will join the startup program at Southeastern Community College next season. Shore is a two-time state qualifier in the discus, and in football, he was the KHQA Iowa-Missouri Defensive Player of the Year. One quick reminder, we've got a special Tri-States Triumphs coming your way on Sunday night, part one of an extended conversation with Keokuk's own Dan Rowan. But first, before I get to that, got to tell you some more news in the Clarence Cannon. Congratulations to our old friend Sean Parker, the great beat writer from the Hannibal Courier-Post. He's gone on to teaching and coaching, and very, very successfully at Clark County. In fact, he will be elevated now into the softball coach, the varsity softball coach for the Lady Indians. And now back to Dan Rowan, obviously coming off the end of The Last Dance on ESPN. Timing couldn't be much better for this one. You've seen Dan pop up from time to time in that documentary. He'll talk about that. He'll talk about golfing in the Gem City and in the Tri-States against D.A. Wybring, his former college roommate. He'll talk about how he got into broadcasting. 44 years, a true talent in my profession, and somebody who was certainly fun to talk with. Again, part one of that conversation, a very special Tri-State Triumphs coming your way on Sunday night